Hey guys, back here with round two. We managed to win the die roll again. Very exciting and pretty much the nuts. I mean, this is literally the best thing that my deck can do. I have to be a little bit more cautious with this Afar's Enlightenment than I was in game two of my last match. That time I had seen most of my opponent's deck and I hadn't seen anything that could interact with it. This time I have no idea what my opponent's playing. So he could be playing 3 Farika's Cure in his deck. So I'll be a little bit more cautious with it. But if he's just playing Forest, then I'm gonna just kind of jam that card. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let this Skyguard loose here. There's an argument for playing Traveling Philosopher first. Green-white means that the only thing he could possibly have, I think, is Last Breath in the entire format. So, and that's not usually a main deck card. So I'm just going to do this. And it's going to work. And hopefully I'm going to ride this Skyguard to victory. Probably actually just going to bestow this Thassa's Emissary this game. Or, like, that's going to be the plan. I've already got 5 lands, and I've got a plan. Oh, that's 3. Satyr Nixsmith. Wow, that might actually do a pretty good job racing me. This could be bad. If I draw like a Voyage's End here, that'll actually be very good. Ray of Dissolution. This is not an enchantment creature, but that should help with the race at some point. Alright, we'll return this to the hand. Start giving him the beats again. And at least this should prevent him from attacking with the Nixsmith. Fortunately, not really much to do next turn other than just play the Afar's Enlightenment and keep going. But, I mean, I guess if he's not doing anything this turn either, then that's fine with me. I mean, obviously this is good for him. I'm not trying to argue that Satyr Nixsmith is not putting in work right now. But if he's not doing anything proactive to the board, then I think I can win this race. He obviously can't attack with the Nixsmith again because of the Philosopher. I think I'm actually just going to leave this Philosopher back to look at the Nixsmith for a while. Oh, actually, maybe I... Yeah, let's do that. Because can I actually win the game right next turn? So this guy's a 5/5. He's going to beat for 9. And then next turn I can actually swing in for 9 damage. And I think the only card that I can even think of that stops this, that my opponent's likely to be playing, is Divine Verdict. So hopefully he taps out. And not for something that can block my guy, because that would be annoying. I'm still at 15 though, so this is weird. So he played Forest, then Plains, and then Mountain. It's a very odd sequence of plays so far. Alright, so very well could be a Divine Verdict, and honestly it's likely that it is a Divine Verdict. That being said, probably still just want to do this. Well, if it is a Divine Verdict, yeah. Yep, I'm going to make him have it. Well, okay, no I'm not. Alright, so my opponent's got 6 cards in hand, and 5 mana untapped, 3 colors, and has not done anything. So it's probably a Divine Verdict. If it's a Divine Verdict, then I want to bestow my Thassa's Emissary onto my Traveling Philosopher instead. Will that put me in a winning position? Maybe. So then he's just going to have to chump block. Well, he's not even going to have to. He's going to have plenty of time to do so. Okay, I'm just going to jam this and hope it works. I still get the Thassa's Emissary to fall off, so it's not that big of a deal. And attack with both. He can trade here if he wants to. That's fine. So, yep, he has the Divine Verdict. Not really a concern. I kind of expected that to happen, as I explained previously. Still get to hit for 2, and I have this Thassa's Emissary to block. I'm a little worried that I'm going to lose this game, though. Don't have the Enlightenment anymore. Playing it here might have been a better play. 6 mana. Farragex Giant. I think I actually just have to pay the tribute here and give him a 5/5. No, I can't win the game if I give him a 5/5. I can't win this game anyway. Alright, we'll take 5. Yeah, so playing the Infar's Enlightenment on this guy would have been a better line, almost assuredly. In fact, this might have been the only line that I could have taken that would lead me to lose this game. Alright, so we'll drop a Vaporkin here. Damn, this is unfortunate. I have a hold at bay, so I can actually just block profitably with this Thassa's Emissary, but my opponent's got 5 cards in hand. I guess I'm hoping that he plays some huge bestow like a Perforos's Emissary right here. That way I can just blow it up. Well, he's attacking with everything. So, jump. I think I just have to block here. Yeah, and I can actually just prevent all this damage. Dauntless Onslaught. Oh, reap what is sown. Gross. Alright, well, I need to prevent the next 7 damage that would be dealt to target creature or player this turn. Not really the greatest situation, because this guy's going to die, these two are going to trade, still have to deal with this and this with nothing. Alternatively, I could have... No, that wouldn't have been good. Could have Ray of Dissolutioned my own Thassa's Emissary, but then this would have untapped, and I have a lot to deal with as it stands. So... potential draws here. Island, dead. Not necessarily dead, but pretty dead. May actually get to see one more card out of our opponent, but this was the game that we were supposed to win. Had the nut draw, squandered it. Kind of sucks, but it happens. Divine Verdict was a card that I could have beaten had I played better. I'm gonna flash in an enchantment that I can blow up for some life. Alright, Voyage's End would have been a good draw there. Could have bounced it and then crypts this. No, still would have lost. Alright, let's go to sideboard. Obviously this would be good against Satyr Nicksmith, but I don't know, maybe I'll play a Setessan Battle Priest over a Bronze Sable. It's probably a good idea. Don't need Nullify, don't need Gainsay, he's red, green, white. I did not see any white permanents though. So I'll reap what is sown and a Divine Verdict. So I don't really know if I can bring in this Glare of Heresy, sight unseen. Don't know if I want to play this Ray of Dissolution against him. Didn't really see much, so I guess until I'm going to see something, I'm not going to play that. Maybe I should play Stymied Hopes on the play. Seems like a decent idea. Or maybe just another dude for racing, like a Crackling Triton. This is not looking good, guys. This is not looking good. I guess I could have played like a Silent Artisan in this deck. Not a good hand. Could be a mole. Got some lands. Got an Evangel. Don't have a plan. The plan is to draw Far's Enlightenment. I don't think that that's good enough. Alright, this one's a lot better. Doesn't necessarily mean that that was the right decision, but definitely seems like it worked out. I think I had to mulligan the first one just because my opponent is obviously doing good things, and my deck doesn't punish him for like screwing up on mana. My draw, I mean. Wow. Okay, we got that Phalanx Leader. Been playing Plains turn 1 every game in hopes of that. But finally, I mean, it pays off. Eventually that will happen if you have like one double colored spell in your deck. Alright, so he's got a Sylvan Caryatid. Obviously, I'm just going to play this and attack. And he's probably not going to block. And I can drop a Wingsteed Rider here. Could have considered playing the Elite Skirmisher in case he does have the Nyxsmith again. I can just trade. Though honestly, if he does have Nyxsmith, I'm not in such bad shape. You just play this Battle Priest out, then Retraction Helix, bounce the Nyxsmith, and get counters on my team. Alright, he's got the Nyxsmith. Exactly as I drew it up. Alternatively, I could just not do that. What you got here? Titan Strength. Jeez. That aggression. Alright, so maybe I do have to do this to prevent him from drawing a card. What did he do with that? Top. That's not good. Okay, that's actually just a really good draw here. I think I'm gonna not try and ambush him and just get 3 extra damage through. Maybe I will try and ambush him. So if I do that, then untap. No, I'm just gonna do that. I think this is better. Start killing him as opposed to playing for the long game here. Or like trying to get some value out of it next turn. But I probably could have gotten a ton of value blocking with a 2/5 and a 4/7, because now I don't really want to block, especially because to play around Divine Verdict. But that being said, I can still throw this Battle Priest down. Be happy about that. He just used a Titan Strength like that and kept a card on top of his library. It could have just been a land. I mean, he could have just been really trying to play a land, or trying to draw land. Okay, Retraction Helix is gonna make some quick work of that guy. Alright, so we'll play this Skirmisher. Retraction Helix. Could have waited next turn. I could use it to tap 2 things with that guy. Alright, he's just F6'd. Beat in for 8 here. Might chump block, but probably not. And I'm empty-handed though, so it could be in bad shape. The good part about this situation is that I have a Wingsteed Rider that's bigger than anything that he can do. And it's conveniently has the power of his life total. But I'm out of lands, don't have too many more tricks in the deck. I mean, there are some. There's like Crypsis and Hold at Bay. Just playing that Nessian aspect. Farragax Giant. Is he not just dead? Is there any way that I lose this game? Yeah. If I take the 5 here? I don't think so. I don't know why he's doing this. This is just super confusing. Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna trade. I don't really know what's going on here. He has 1 mana. Far's Enlightenment. Have I shown him this yet? I did. So I'm gonna put it here. So now I have 2 sources of lethal. There's no fog for 1 mana. I don't know what is happening right now. Does he not realize his life total, or like why wouldn't he just play out the Nessie Nasp? That actually gives him a chance to win. I'm like missing something. I'm for sure missing something, and I'm about to lose this game. Okay, so he's blocking. I'll kill your Faragax Giant. And what does it have? Why? I'm so confused and sad. What just happened to me? Alright, Stymied Hopes might not actually be that good. I think it's a lot worse on the draw. Gonna drop it here. Okay, so what else can I do against what my opponent is trying to do? Maybe I do bring in Last Breath. The only problem with that is I really think we're gonna get in a racing situation, and I do not want to have to do that. I'm gonna bring in this Crackling Triton. It blocks Satyr Nicksmith. And yeah, it just doesn't seem that bad in general against him to have another guy with high toughness that I can throw out for a double block or something. He's now up to 41 cards. And he's choosing to play first, unlike my previous opponent. This hand's pretty good. It's not insane. It kind of looks really good, but I'm missing a land. I don't have double white. And I don't have anything to put on my Skyguard. Got a bunch of junkers, just a bunch of junky creatures that aren't really doing much. But at the same time, I can start putting pressure on him with Vaporkin. And actually, I'm going to play the Skyguard first. I would like to start putting pressure on him with Vaporkin, but just playing around that Satyr Nicksmith just seems really important. And Vaporkin can't block it, whereas Skyguard can trade for it, which would actually just be fine for me. I did draw the Nyxborn Triton, which gives me a good avenue to abuse this card, but to be honest, trading with something that's just going to provide my opponent with tons of advantage just seems a lot better. So hopefully we see it here. Scourge of Skull of Vale. Okay. Could get out of control very quickly. If we don't draw Voyage's End or Retraction Helix or something. Not really sure what I'm going to go with here. I don't even know if I'm going to play a 3-drop. I might just play a 2-drop. Pass. No, probably not going to do that. Ooh. Combat Trick. That's nice. Alright, I'm going to play 3-drop here. And I'm going to attack. Which 3-drop to play? I think I'll play the Crackling Triton. No, I'll play the Elite Skirmish. No, maybe I'll play the Crackling Triton. This doesn't give me any delusions of ever blocking if he attacks, because I'll be tapped out. Obviously, he's got a trick. He wouldn't make that attack. Or he's trying to next level me, which... Respect. The reason why I'm making this play is so that if I do draw another land, then I can play the Vaporkin and still leave up Hold at Bay. But chances are I'm going to have to deal with this Hydra pretty soon. Especially if he goes all in on it. I would not suspect him to do that. Whoa. Nothing. Train Tactics. Pretty good draw. Alright, let's charge. And I will play the Skirmisher. I still plan... Oh, maybe I should have played the Vaporkin there. I think I should have played Vaporkin. The reason why I played this guy is so that I could actually block. He's got 4 mana now. I still have delusions of casting this thing for 5, bestowing it onto my Skyguard, because a regular 2-3 is probably going to become very dead very quickly. Alright, you got an Annex inside me. Wingsteed Rider cannot be cast here. So I can actually still charge with the team. Problem is, if I do get a combat trick off, I mean, well, I need to take care of this, so yeah. Let's go with a Triton Tactics here. Hopefully he doesn't have another thing. But yeah, the issue with this is even if I do kill this guy, he's still going to be able to eat it with Annex and Simedi. Hopefully he just misses this and he gets tapped accidentally. So I still have to deal with this 4-power creature eventually. But yeah, anyway. Gonna be able to beat in for some damages. Play another flyer. Be on my merry way. Really not looking to run into a Nessian Asp here. That would be pretty bad. I'd have to draw some more land so I could hit this Nyxborn Triton, tap his guy for a couple turns. I don't really know what I would have to do, but it would not be an easy game to win. Not that this game is already going to be an easy one to win. Is this game 2 or 3? I feel like this is game 3. Yeah. Okay, so obviously he can't do anything. Drawing a plains is good. I'm just going to attack with my flyers. It's not worth trying to do anything else. Again, he's got 6 cards, 4 mana, 3 colors. Probably got a Divine Verdict here. Okay. Very, very expected, but not very bad. That my opponent just had to spend that entire turn doing that. And I still have all this stuff. And there is a reasonable chance that I can win the game next turn by drawing a land. Nessian Asp. Alright, well, we're going to have to think a little bit, but we might still be able to win with a land draw. Alright, okay, so if we put the Nyxborn Triton here, then we can get in for 2, 4, 6. He has to trade. That's not so good for us. If we put the Nyxborn Triton here, he just gets hit for 5. If we just attack with everything, if we just attack with the fly, no. Alright, it looks like the best option is just Triton it up, get a giant Wingsteed Rider, beat in for 5 damage. Gonna hold on to the Vaporkin here because he can still take the damage this turn and be okay with it. Yeah, he can still take this damage pretty easily, kill the Vaporkin, and then make me very sad. Alright, so we've got some draws here that would be nice. Yeah, I don't think Skirmisher, just forcing the trade there, because then we have no game afterwards. Then we would need to draw something in order to continue playing. Come on, tap the rest. No, shredding wins? No, that's bad. That is the opposite of good. Alright, well at least he's going to tap out. Perhaps give me a chance to win this one. So I play Hold at Bay here, tap one of his guys, attack with everything, so I actually would not get in for lethal. Voyage's End. Game over, man. Alright, so definitely want to Voyage's End that. And I can just target this guy with Hold at Bay, tap another guy, swing for lethal. Oh, wow. This is awesome. Tap. Yes. Okay, let's charge. See what you got for 0 manas. But obviously my opponent showed that he is not somebody who is going to concede. He's just trying to trick me to the very end and keep playing. But my god, I cannot believe that I won this match with this deck. My god. Alright. And I actually was kind of ahead in all 3 games, so another sweet victory. It looks like the other match has not even started. This guy disconnected, but he joined the event right away. Whatever. We'll see. See you in the next round. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.